Stop number 17 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series as we begin the second half of the season brings us back to Pocono Raceway. Now, some of you may be saying, no, wait a minute, weren't we just there for a couple races ago? Well, yeah, we were. But the way the schedule used to be, they used to run Pocono about a month or so after the first time. But anyway, we are here today back at Pocono Raceway for the running of the Fr8Auctions.com 400 as we're set for 24 laps of racing around this 2.5 mile racetrack. The Tricky Triangle as it has long been known. So that said, here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole is car 26, the Quaker State Ford. Tori Gossett with her first pole of the season. She's alongside number 75, Laura Chung. An all-girl front row in this event here today, as a matter of fact. Row 2 has car number 21. That is Quentin Moore, the winner at North Wilkesboro. And the Sonoma winner, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Row 3 has car number 11, the Martinsville winner this season, Jessica Shelton in the Boweser Ford. Trying to get her season back on track. She's alongside number 5. That is Austin Reed in the Tide Chevrolet. Next round is number 25, Colin Cropley in the Kodiak Chevrolet. And number 8, that is Joshua Osborne in the Snickers Ford. Next round is number 18, Noah Sewell, and number 43, Mike Becker. As the next round after that is car number 30, Zachary Fitzwater. He's flanked by car number 94, Dylan Poteet in the Sunoco Ultra Machine. Next round has number 66, that is Raphael LeDuc in the Trop Arctic Phillips 66 Chevrolet, Trop Arctic Phillips 66 Ford. He's flanked by number 9, that is the car of Cody McGurk in the Milling Performance Ford. Next round is number 1, Trent Dunham, and number 22, that is Mitchell Hodak. Dunham won the season at Riverside. Next round is number 71, the Bristol winner this season. That is Charles Sanford in the Big Apple Market Chevrolet. And number 55, that is driven by Alexander Rowe. Next round is number 90, Caleb Fogler in the Splitfire Spark Plugs Chevrolet. He's alongside Splitfire Spark Plugs Ford, He's alongside number 28, Texaco Haviland Ford of Keith Batson. Batson, one of the two-time winners this season so far. Batson won at Rockingham and that close finish in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, while Fogler, trying to go for the Pocono sweep, he won the first time he was here. Next round has number 33, Nathan Orman, the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 15, the winner at Charlotte in the 600. That is Aubrey Scott in the Motorcraft Ford. Next round, number 12, the Bestest Ford of Christian Bracken. Starting alongside of him is car number 49. That is Tito McCoy and Maritron Batteries Chevrolet. Next round is number 10. That is Andrew Miller in the Purelator Chevrolet. And beside him, number 48, Wes McCoy in the Rumpel Racing Pontiac. Next round after that is number 16, Ali Liara in the Keystone Beer Ford and the Country Time Ford, car 68 of Ben Cohen. Next round has number 83. That is John Andrews in the Purex Ford. And beside him, number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Young winner this season at Dover. Next round is number 17. That is Reggie Fogelman in the Western Auto Chevrolet. And number 98, Ryan Brommer. Next round is number 7, Lyle Austin. And number 6, Paul Minnick, the Daytona 500 champion. Next round has the points leader, Eric Monaco, coming from way out back in the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. He's another two-time winner. He won at Michigan, and he also won at Richmond. Alongside of him is the Darlington winner, Kyle Matthews, and starting shotgun is number 52, Seth Cole, the winner this season at Atlanta in the Hurley Limo Ford. So there's your starting lineup for today's running of the Fr8Auctions.com 400 here at Pocono Raceway in the Tricky Triangle of Pocono, Pennsylvania. Another track that lies inside the mountains there. We talk about Michigan Speedway being located in the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan. Well, we'll be going back to a little bit later on this season for the Champion Spark Plug 400. Well, this track also located around the mountains of Pennsylvania as well too. So that all said, 37 cars awaiting the word to fire the engines, as we're about to here in just a few seconds from now.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
That should be ladies and gentlemen, start your engines, because we have a pair of ladies on the front row for this event. So, there's a base car field off the pace up, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car leading the field off turn number 2 here as they're about to head into turn 3. This is only a 3-turn track at Pocono Raceway instead of the usual 4 as we discussed the last time he was on the tour at Pocono. The last time he was here at Pocono, I should say. There is no turn 4. It's a 3-turn track, unlike a lot of the ovals we go to on the tour this season. But it is Tori Gossett and Laura Chung on the front row of this race here. One of the few times we have a pair of ladies on the front row as they come off turn number 3 right now. Pace car comes out on the pit road in the last 2 races. The pole sitter does not blow up before the green flag falls for once. Green flag does fly. We're underway here. You remember, and I say that because you remember the last 2 races we had on the tour, the pole sitter had problems before the green flag even fell. You remember it was Zachary Fitzwater at Michigan and then Mitchell Hodak at the Pepsi 400 there. And thankfully for Tori Gossett, the same thing does not happen to her, as she was the pole sitter for this event here at Pocono, but she is out in front. Cole Deaver, the 3 car goes inside, tries to make the move on the inside, going to turn number 2 on Laura Chung. As we saw the first time at Pocono, this version of Pocono has been known to be is known to have the outside groove work better than the inside groove, and so but the reason why you see a lot of cars go to the inside because, well, you think about it too, it's a kind of basic instinct, if you will, I guess you might say, because you're thinking is the inside lane is the shortest way around at any track you go to on the tour instead of the low line, or instead of the high line, obviously, because the high line is the longer way around. Inside is the shorter way around. But the thing with the high groove is that if you have a lot of banking, is that it does give you more straightaway speed and more momentum. As you saw Laura Chung make the move to the inside, she almost got the lead on Gossett, and she scrapes the wall a bit, come off turn number 2 right there, as you see Austin Reed going for the lead, and the first time somebody's been passed for the lead at Pocono, maybe in how long? Gossett fights back on the outside, though, however. See if Austin Reed can take the lead on Gossett this time by. No, he does not. Gossett leads that time, despite the fact that she scraped the wall off the second corner, which almost cost her lead to Austin Reed, and I thought Austin was going to make the pass going down the Long Pond straightaway, or not the Long Pond straightaway, but the North Chute, I guess you might say. This is the Long Pond straightaway here at Pocono, the second longest of the 3 straightaways at 3,055 feet in length. It is still Gossett leading, Chung second, battle for third between 2 Kentucky drivers, Dylan Poteet in 94. And Joshua Osborne in the 8. Osborne now getting passed by the 43 car of Mike Becker. Do you remember qualified well in Daytona, started second in that event in the 43 machine. And here at Pocono, things not going so well. Becker, in fact, has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event here at Pocono Raceway. And going inside comes Laura Chung, and Laura Chung is going to take the lead here at Pocono. You saw from Mike Becker's onboard camera right there. First time somebody's been passed for lead at Pocono in how long in this series? And Laura did it from the middle groove of the track right there. That was very, very impressive for sure. So Laura Chung, the Raymont Oldsmobile, now goes to the top spot here in Pocono. She is a former Pocono winner. As a matter of fact, her last win came right here. I think it was back in season 35 was where she last won at Pocono. So she has not yet won, but she does hope to pull it off here today. And now can Tori Gossett come back and make the pass as well too? So that's going to be the question now. Either way, though, it's going to be a 15th different winner this season if either Gossett or Chung or Becker or Poteet or Osborne win. Hodak's not won yet neither this season, neither has Cropley. The first winner you got in this bunch right there is a battle between Jessica Shelton and Keith Batson. This season there, Batson's won twice and Shelton's won once, and now Shelton goes inside, squeezes in front of Batson now. She tries to go inside of Poteet and Cropley both. But Cropley has got the outside lane working to his advantage now, and he scoops inside now, just barely in front of Poteet. Whoa, he just about touched the back bumper of that 22 of Mitchell Hodak. As they come off the corner now, and Laura Chung loses the lead now back again to Tori Gossett. So move the Quaker State colors back to the top spot here, and now Joshua Osborne goes to second position in car number 8. So he got the draft of that 26 machine right now. So now you got 2 Fords in the top spot now. As we mentioned, neither Gossett nor Osborne's won this season. Here comes Osborne down the low side once again, trying to go for the lead on Gossett. Let's see what happens in turn number 3. Gossett's got the outside lane to advantage, like we saw Colin Cropley do earlier. Speaking of Cropley, there he goes inside of Mike Becker now for I think it's for 4th position in car number 25. That car's been running very well the last few races there, just cannot close the deal and win the races. And you know Cropley is frustrated over that, is getting frustrated over that too. He can finish, but he seems to finish anywhere except first this season. And some cars getting way wide on that front stretch, and that front stretch is so wide, you can see about 4, sometimes 5 wide racing, maybe even 6 wide if you dare. And we have, believe it or not, seen 6 wide in this series, believe it or not, though. You remember California a few seasons back, in season 14, I believe it was, they were 6 wide through turns 1 and 2, and they still somehow made it. And to this day, still do not know why. To this day, do not know how they made it. And I thought they were going to cause like a big 25-car pile-up in that race there, but that was... It was any wonder why it wasn't. But we've seen 4 wide, we've seen 5 wide, we've seen even, like I said, at one time we even saw 6 wide here in this series, and you never know what's going to happen. And now you see why we sometimes say danger lurks in every turn in this series. Mike Becker, the inside number 43 car, tries to go back inside of Osborne, but now opens the door for Laura Chung to make her move to the outside of the track, and now she's going to try to make the move on Osborne. Osborne slams the door on Laura, but now here to come on the backstretch now in the turn 3. Cropley and Poteet, a couple of old foes going at it right here between the 25 and 94, and Noah Sewell. One of Cropley's drivers now moves in and among the top 10. He's running right now in 7th position in the Interstate Batteries machine. There he is. And 3 wide for the lead here is Chung, Osborne, and Gossett. And whoa, Osborne, is he gonna make that inside lane work? He's got the draft off Chung's car now, side by side between the 8 and the 26 cars. And Laura Chung pushes Osborne to the top spot now. Can Gossett fight back? She's got the outside lane to her advantage now, and Joshua Osborne goes to the lead here at Pocono. Now Gossett tries once again to the inside now in car 26, and she moved Osborne up the track now. And what's going to happen? They're going to be side by side, come off that 3rd corner here. But the outside lane works to Joshua's advantage now, and Joshua Osborne leads his first lap of the race, so 3rd leader of the day here at Pocono. Remember, we had no lead changes the first time he was here. Back in the first time he was here, back in race number 14 of the season. We mentioned this is the 17th race on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour, so this is the start of the road to the championship for season 36. And championship weekend, of course, will be at the finale. Of course, the championship season finale will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway when we come back there for the Napa Auto Parts 500. That will be the 31st race. That will be the 31st and final race of the season for the series this season. They'll be going to the 1993 cars next season on the tour, and then season 38 will be 1994. The season 39 will be the 1995 car set. And if you know what happened in 1995, the Chevy teams are going to get a body change to the Monte Carlo instead of the Lumina. So they'll stick with the Lumina for a couple of more seasons, for the time being at least, before they go to the Monte Carlos for season 39. Moving back a little bit right there, Ben Cohen has now moved his way back. Has moved his way up to the top 10 now in that 68 machine. Now 3 wide between Becker, Poteet, and Sewell as they go down to turn number 3 now. And they're going to be... Oh, Poteet's going to shove Sewell up the track right there. Oh, don't do it, guys! Whoa. That was so close. I thought they were going to wreck there coming up in the third turn there. Because they got 3 wide and Poteet almost shoved Sewell into the wall. Keith Batson and Cody McGurk going at it here for position right there. The 28 and the 9 cars here. You remember that close win Batson had in the Pepsi 400. And I still apologize to this day. I do apologize for calling the wrong winner prematurely. I thought going to the line at the 400, I thought Caleb Fogler won the race because it looked like he did at the line from the angle we was looking at here. But instead it was, but until the scoreboard read, it was Keith Batson winning that race by 1/1000th of a second, the closest margin we ever had at Daytona in Daytona history. And it was in the 400 instead of the 500 actually. We've had 500s that was pretty darn close, but but nothing like that one. Look at them fan out way out. Look at these cars just strewn all over the place in the front stretch. I know I use that term a lot, but however way can you put it? Or how else can you put it, I should say. Now Batson pulls out in front of the 21 car of Quentin Moore as they come down the backstretch now. Quentin Moore to clock last time by in 16th position, and he gets by Charles Sanford, and Sanford tries to get back by him. On board Quentin Moore's car in car 21, running right now in the series going to be clocked at this time by up ahead of him. Moving his way up through the field nicely, I might add, is the number 98 car of Ryan Brommer, the number 98 Molly Black Gold Chevrolet. We have not talked much about Ryan Brommer this season. The man who won Michigan last season in the series. More that time by clocked in 13th position, but Ryan Brommer with Molly Black Gold coming on board his car for this season, and I'm not sure what sponsor that 98 car is going to have next season. If I remember correctly, for 93, that car had Bojangles as a sponsor, so that car's going to be on. So Bojangles is going to be a sponsor on that number 98 car next season, and they're saying they're going to switch to Ford next season for season 37. Keith Batson, you're going to see him back. You're going to still see him in that 28 car next season too. That number Texaco Haviland machine, and Trent Dunham in that number 1 car. And that 1 car is going to be a Ford next season as well too. And Quentin Moore, well, you're going to see him in that Citgo car again for season 37 as well too. But back up front is Fords 1, 2, 3. They're Dylan Poteet actually driving a Ford in this race. He's going to drive the Sport again at Talladega when we come back there for the Die Hard 500 next race on the tour, the 4th and final plate race on the season. And Tori Gossett, meantime, the pole sitter for this event, she wants that lead back, but Joshua Osborne is not having any of it. And I tell you, that's the kind of racer Joshua Osborne is too. He actually does a little bit of iRacing, as a matter of fact, too. And now he doesn't race iRacing big time. Well, at least not yet, but Osborne, as we always said before, about him, a die-hard race fan, and has been since about, I think he told me about 1990, I believe was when he became a race fan. And of course, one year after I did, I became a race fan in '89, by the way. But the man out of Van Lear, Kentucky, there is the one leading him down right there. But Tori Gossett, she is trying her darndest to try to get past that 8 car. And she saw how she got past, though. She got passed on the outside by Osborne. And I think Osborne may have done it more on the middle of the track right there. But that's how she got snook over there. Poteet, meantime, running good right now. That 94 car wins in 3rd position right there. He is, and Poteet has been quietly having a good season so far. That number in a Sunoco car, he is the man, of course, the formerly in charge of the Mountain Dew Racing Series, the series that he ran quite some years back. And of course, to tell you how far back he goes, he was the season 1 Castrol GTX Cup Series champion. when we started this series way back in 2011. And Osborne, meantime, the guy leading this race, he's a 3-time champion. His first championship was Season 2, so he was the next champion after that in Season 2, driving a Jennifer Jo Cobb car of all things. And the strange part about Osborne, though, his championship in Season 2 actually came after he finished dead last in the points of Season 1. So that's from what I remember, by the way, too, of the early seasons in this series. Off turn number 3, they come right there. Noah Sewell trying to get by Mike Becker now as they come off the third corner, and Dylan Pote getting swallowed up by the Packer. And look at Quentin Moore way down the low side. Somebody else went way down low too. I think that was Ali Liara in that number 16 car. It was indeed Ali Liara. She went way down to try to get by the 17 car of Reggie Fogelman. Liara trying to follow the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater as they come on the backstretch now. Dylan Young, meantime, goes inside trying to get past Liara and the 17 car of Fogelman. And meantime, they come on the backstretch now once again right there. And now Quentin Moore goes inside of the 68 car of Ben Cohen, who goes way up the track, as does the 9 car of Cody McGurk. Gossett once again tries to go for the lead on Osborne. Does she have enough? Does she have enough momentum muster to try to get past the 8 car? No, she does not. 6 to go, 5 to go this time by. Mike Becker, low side now, tries to get past the 26 car. Gossett saw what happened right there. She throws the block on him. Pote in 4th, Cropley running in 5th position on that 25 car. Noah Sewell in 6th position, Raphael Leduc running in 7th, Ben Cohen 8th, Alexander Rowe running 9th, and Cody McGurk having a solid day running in 10th position in the number 9 car. And now Gossett and Becker trying to hook up with each other going into turn number 1, and she wants to leave. She better stay hooked. That 43 car better be staying hooked up with that number 26 car. There's a battle of the drafts going in through 1 and 2. Going through turn number 1, I should say. They're going to be side by side. That drag race down the backstretch. But Osborne got the draft off Pote. A better draft between those two. And he stays in the lead. But Pote on the outside now goes for 2nd place. And he's got it. So Dylan Pote, meantime, now goes to 2nd position now in the number 94 car. Does he have anything for Osborne now? Ford's 1, 2, 3 right now here at Pocono Raceway. I'll tell you, if I'm Dylan Pote, I want to stick with that Ford. Whether that car's been running strong because he runs Chevy and Oldsmobile as he has so far this season, he has not done very, very well with those 2 cars. Well, he has kind of to a sense, but that Ford's been running awfully strong here at Pocono, so he might want to take this thing the rest everywhere else. Osborne down, still in the lead. Here comes Cropley down the low side, tries to get past Gossett, gets her to bumper a little bit, and Pote remains 2nd place now. And here comes Noah Sewell. Sewell up to 4th. I think up to 5th position now here. He was running 6th a while back, and he got by Mike Becker. Tito McCoy and Nathan Ormond having some problems right there. They're all in the back of the pack right there. Meantime, some big names back there. There's Seth Cole Deaver, Jessica Shelton. Way back in the back right there. Those cars having not having the day they want here, especially not with Deaver and Shelton. They are not having the days they want to have to make up some points. And Caleb Fogler not having a good day neither in that number 90 car. I'm sure he's getting pretty frustrated now. He's running 29th at the time for the time being. Meantime, and here they come now. They come now for 2 to go this time by Osborne. Can he hold them all off? We'll find out. And we are getting word also that the 22 car Mitchell Hodak had a header failure and a camshaft failure on Laura Chung's car. She was the early leader of this event, and she fell out. So she finishes 36th, and Hodak's going to finish 37th. Nathan Orman, meantime, had an unscheduled stop. He's now going to be 3 laps down in 35th position. So, but they're coming to the white flag. Does Dylan Poteet have anything for Joshua Osborne? Here comes Cropley, low side for second place. That's going to let Osborne pull ahead for the time being. The white flag waves. Noah Sills now gotten by Tori Gossett. That's for 4th position. The white flag's out for Joshua Osborne. Three wide there between 3 green cars right there. Sewell, Cropley, and Gossett. But here comes Alexander Rowe and Austin Reed. They got a train going out there on the outside of the track. That's positions right there. They're going for it. Some exchanging happening late in the going here at Pocono as they come down for the final lap. They come out near the final turn. Here comes Sewell to the low side. He's got the push from Alexander Rowe in the 55 car for second place. 3 wide. Rowe comes to the low side. Question's going to be who's going to finish second here today. The winner, however, of the Fr8Auctions 400 is long gone. Joshua Osborne wins at Pocono. And it is an all-Kentucky top 2 here. Joshua Osborne winning and Dylan Poteet finishing in second position. It all happens in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania here. Average speed 167.88 miles an hour. A very competitive race here today on this 2.5-mile track here. Caution free. And what a battle. Those final 4 or 5 laps here at Pocono. Just incredible stuff here. So 17 races are in the books, and 14 races left to go in the season as we begin the second half of the Castrol GTX Cup Series season. And Alexander Rowe spun coming off the 3rd corner right there. There you see what I was talking about. What turn 4? Yep, there's no turn 4 here at Pocono Raceway. Finishing order here for you here today. Joshua Osborne's your winner. Dylan Poteet, second position. 3rd goes to Noah Sewell. A great day for that 18 team. 4th goes to Austin Reed. 5th place will go to Raphael LeDuc. 6th goes to Alexander Rowe. 7th to Colin Cropley. 8th, Ben Cohen. Tori Gossett comes home in 9th position after leading for most of the afternoon. 10th goes to Cody McGurk. A great day for the Q-Man Motorsports team. They're finishing as he's got cars finishing 9th and 10th here today. Mike Becker finishes 11th position. 12th goes to Trent Dunham. 13th, Quentin Moore. 14th, Alan Liara. Great day for that 16 team. Reggie Vogelman's 15th position. 17th goes to Keith Batson. Charles Sanford, 17th. 18th, Ryan Brommer. Solid day for the 98 team. 19th goes to Eric Monaco. And Zachary Fitzwater comes home in 20th. Kyle Matthews, 21st, after starting this race way back in the back. 22nd goes to Andrew Miller, 23rd. Dylan Young, 24th. Aubrey Scott. Caleb Fogler comes home 25th. Wes McCoy comes home 26th. Then Christian Bracken, 27th. Cole Beaver, 28th. Seth Cole, 29th. I'm starting this race last. And 30th goes to Lyle Austin. Jessica Shelton, not the day she wanted, finishing 31st. 32nd goes to Paul Minnick. John Andrews, 33rd. And Tito McCoy comes home 34th, the last car on the lead lap. Nathan Orman, the only car to finish not on the lead lap, he finishes 35th, 3 laps down. Laura Chung against the early leader, a camshaft failure on her number 75 Oldsmobile, and Mitchell Hodak, a header failure. brings him home 37th in today's race here. There, the second race in a row, he's finished out of the race with a mechanical failure in dead last. So not what Hodak's wants right there, and I'm sure Croppies going to want to talk with the 22 team over that one too, saying, "Okay, guys, what was that?" So anyway, but Joshua Osborne ends up your big winner, the 15th different winner of the season, as he gets his first victory of the season and winning at Pocono. Average speed again, 167.88 miles per hour. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA that's goal desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth Cell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other channel that is NNSCRA offline. That channel being X86753985X. It's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff and as well too. And also subscribe to the channel that he and Kyle Matthews do together. That channel being Weed the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fan, then Weed the Coasters is the channel for you. Subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff, and also subscribe to this channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Pocono Raceway. For now, this is James Coulson, the production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 11 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Talladega Super Speedway for the Die Hard 500.